Yes guys, how are we doing? Good morning, welcome back to the YouTube. Still in the hat, still in the beanie, not taking it off yet, sleeping in it at this rate. It is Friday, I don't know the date, I don't really know dates, but normally I don't really know what day of the week it is, I just know who's checking in, or how many days out someone is, but it is Friday. We're currently 9:30 in the morning, heading to Humberside Airport, because Amy is flying over from the Netherlands for the weekend. So she's come over for an in-person weekend where we'll train, well, she'll train 3 days at the unit, we'll do some posing and whatnot, and she's staying in an Airbnb relatively close, so just doing my Uber driver duties. It's about a 40-minute drive to the airport. She landed about 10 minutes ago, so sorry Amy that you sat there waiting, but had to finish off some check-ins. We've also got Sophie up today, who is 4 weeks out tomorrow from the regional, so that's super exciting to see Sophie in person. So yeah, she's 4 weeks out, bikini athlete, looks awesome, so we'll get her up. And then we've also this weekend got Tom coming up on Sunday, who's also 4 weeks out, so we'll take you on a little vlog of the weekend, update on me and my prep. We've pulled it, no I'm joking, 226.4 today, so you'll know on the previous videos I dropped to 226.8, put a high day in, dropped to 224.2, put another high day in, went to 226.8 again, put another high day in at 226.4 today. Now, not put another high day in, back to fat loss, purely because I'm bored of high days. I mean, I fucking loved them, don't get me wrong, like, having my sourdough this morning and it only being 100 gram and not 250, that's tough to take, because I fucking love sourdough. It's I just love bread, I always have to love bread, so that was tough to take. But it's one of them where like, I'm not hungry, like I'm absolutely chilling. The high day food went down really well, and I was like enjoying it, and I didn't struggle to eat any of the meals like I did a few weeks ago. But on a regular day, I'm chilling, I'm absolutely fine. So back to baseline, because I wanted to just get back to some fat loss. I won't take any photos today because I'm training legs, but I'll take some tomorrow after chest, and Sunday after back and arms. And I'm hoping we'll have some new detail and hopefully a little bit more fullness preserved off the back of these high days, so that's really exciting. So back to baseline, 12k steps, and just standard food. So yeah guys, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz as always, and we'll take you along the weekend. So just letting the standing desk come back down. So back from the airport, pre-workout meal going in, rice flour, ISO, almond butter, blueberries today, double espresso, which is the Starbucks coffee nut flavour, toffee nut flavour, which I absolutely love. But this rice flour is game changing, seriously. I feel, me and Jack discussed this on the podcast, I feel almost guilty giving this secret away. But it's too good to not. Stop wasting your money on ESN or biotech rice pudding here. Just get rice flour. £2 I think for 1.5 kilo. And it's just unbelievable. So yeah, we'll get this in, we'll drink this espresso, we'll finish off a little bit of work, and then we'll head to the gym for legs and have a good time with Amy and Sophie. So, standard me, forgot to film anything while I was in the gym. We are back from the gym. Good leg session. We got legs and arms, so we have like a little bit of abs, arms at the start, and then lower legs. Obviously we had Sophie and Amy. Amy's dropped at her Airbnb. I'll put some pictures of Sophie. So we are currently 4 weeks out tomorrow from the regional, and then the pro qualifiers 2 weeks after that. We're in an absolutely awesome spot, okay? And this is now where the nuance of bikini comes in a lot, where I do want a glute tines dug out a little bit more so that we can reverse and load into the show. And this is why people underestimate the muscularity required for bikini. Obviously, the more you have to push for glute ham tie-ins, the leaner everywhere else is going to get. And then you have striated quads, you have deep hamstring lines, your upper body, you know, striated delts within transitions. And that's where you start to run into issues. So, you know, the muscularity required for bikini is a lot more than what people really do think, particularly to get into that legit condition. So we're going to press on a little bit more. Sophie's absolutely allergic to baseline days. We have one baseline day. She hits a massive new low. And then we have to feed her back up for a good few days. So honestly, she's chilling. She's had cardio out for like 6-7 weeks. I'm not going to say it. She has like 400 gram carb high days, 3, 4, 5 times a week. Her baseline is like 200 and something anyway, like her baseline carb days. Steps at 8 to 15K, depending on if it's baseline or high days. And we're just cruising in. We're just repeating that cyclical pattern of baseline day, okay, 2, 3, 4 high days, baseline day, 2, 3, 4 high days, and we're just etching along. So a little bit more to come off, and then we'll just reverse into that first show, get feedback, go from there. Amy looks immense, coming up to basically the end of her off season. We're just holding now. We're just holding until prep starts in 5 weeks. And Amy's just, again, I'll have photos, I'm sure. Her shape is just crazy. 22 years old, junior, and her shape is just, it reminds me of Big Soph, her shape. And it's just immense. It's one of them where it's a show winner in itself, just the shape. So we start prep in 5 weeks for Amy. Amy's here all weekend, so we'll train again tomorrow. I didn't get any shots myself because it was post legs. But as I've said, with it being some high days, I'm very interested to see what I look like after a couple of baseline days tomorrow and Sunday. But post-workout now, so back to prawns, beef, rice, peppers, no honey, no dates. But we're absolutely chilling. A couple of check-ins to do that we didn't do this morning because of airport travel and obviously seeing clients in person. And then we've got another mentoring call at 4:30 today. And yeah, we'll take you along for the ride. So meal 4 going down, which is 80 dry weight rice, 250 prawns, 75 red sweet peppers, 50 cucumber, salt, low salt, and then the bagel seasoning, which I'm still absolutely loving. Very much feeling a little bit flaggy towards the end of today, but it is close to bedtime. And I have done so much work, so much travelling, like I've still got some to do. Very much just bitting off a bit more than what I could chew today. And train legs. And I think there's going to be a new low tomorrow, if I'm honest. I would be very surprised if there wasn't a new low tomorrow. This smells unbelievable. Had a chat today regarding, if you tell yourself you're hungry, you're probably going to be hungry. If you tell yourself you're struggling, you're probably going to struggle. I think we've all said that and know that. Something I notice in a prep is people tell everyone else how hungry they are. People tell everyone else how much they're struggling. Well, you just keep reiterating the point. Your brain's just going to register that you are struggling, you are hungry. With meals like this, how can you be? Why would you want to be? But yeah, how you talk about yourself and how you talk to others is important when you do it all the time. So yeah, just be careful with that. But I'm going to eat this, listen to this podcast, finish at work, wrap up steps, and then chill the fuck out for an hour, get an early night, because we're training early tomorrow, 9 a.m. session, so train off one meal. So I need to work before that. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the next day. It is 6:45. We have been up for about an hour and 15. We're just boxing off some steps. Very frustrating morning because my walking pad is turning my monitor off now. So after having it weeks where it's not doing it, I now can't be on my monitor while doing steps, which is driving me up the wall. And it's never done this before. It's just obviously cutting the circuit in the monitor or something. So any electricians, we have had a really good sleep. Sleep's just getting better and better. We have introduced pregnenolone pre-bed. Again, don't just go adding pregnenolone pre-bed. Please do research, get bloods, etc., etc., because it can have the complete opposite effect of calming you down and inducing good sleep. Pregnenolone can have multiple metabolites and go through multiple pathways. One, driving glutamate higher, that excitatory neurotransmitter higher. It can drive cortisol up as well, so it can keep you awake all night, or its metabolite can go down the pathway, the metabolite of allopregnanolone, leading to greater GABA receptor activation, stimulation, driving that GABAergic tone, and putting you in that more calming state. That GABA will do. So for me, it's working an absolute treat. I'm really, really pleased with it. Right, we're done with steps because people are checking in, so I need to get back to them. I need to get this sorted. I'm also fucking hell feeling like I've double dropped my Clen, maybe instead of telmisartan or something, because it has absolutely bit me in the ass this morning, and I haven't felt an effect in weeks and weeks, so that's a little bit weird. But yeah, we've got some good check-ins coming through. We've got a very early chest and delt session today at 9, so it won't be long until we get our pre-workout meal in. That is so Amy can go into York for the day, and then I'll have the rest of the day to work and whatnot. But we will get some visuals for you. We were 225.8 today, so 0.8 pounds down from yesterday. So immediately back down after the high day. Not plummeted, which is good. I felt very, very ropey yesterday, but I spread myself very thin. And I thought this is going to just be a brand new low. I'm going to burn through all this, but it's not. But I'm sure it will come over the next few days. But yeah, we're going to crack on with these check-ins, and then we'll see you in the gym. So, session done and dusted. I can't lie, not a good session at all. Rotator cuff is fucked, if I'm honest. We couldn't smith, so I had to jump on the cables and do some cable variations of pressing. And I had legs and arms yesterday, and then I have chest and delts, so it's a really short session. So I'm going to move things around, because posing, I don't like posing without an arm pump, because my arms are so weak compared to the rest of my body, and so then it just throws me off, like, mentally a little bit. So I'm going to change the split so that legs don't have any arms and I do chest, delts, arms. And then with my rotator cuff, I had a massage last week, but I couldn't get in for physio, so I have physio this week, so hopefully they can resolve some bits and bobs, because I'm stretching, I'm doing loaded stretches, I'm fucking spamming BPC, I'm avoiding exercises that hurt it within the gym, I'm trying to rehab it the best that I can. So far, no good, and it's impacting posing and whatnot, and anyone, you know, I mean, in the off season it's bad enough an injury, but when you're on prep and all that's racing through my head is my left pec is going to flatten off to fuck. Well, probably both pecs, because I can't really train the right as well as I normally would. You know, my loading you're going from a 4.5 plate Smith to struggling to press one plate on it. Posing's not how it needs to be, because of this fucking shoulder. So yeah, very much then you get in a negative headspace and start picking yourself apart. So I'm going to do everything I can now to remain in a positive headspace, and to not feed into that negative headspace, not tap into it. So simply, when I get the thoughts, do nothing, crack on, and try and remain positive and just do what I need to do. All that I can do is go physio, try and heal it, try work around it the best that I can. So heading back, just dropped Amy off post-workout. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the next day, Sunday the 1st of March. 2.2 pounds down overnight. A very, very big new low. We obviously hit the 224s last week after that first high day. Then we put 2 high days in and we jumped all the way back up to pretty much 227, almost. And then we came back down into the 226s, 225s, 223s this morning, 223.6. Now I'll be honest with you, that number fucking terrifies me because I have not been 223 in a long, long time. But we're looking pretty crispy this morning, definitely flat again. We need to suffer in periods of flatness in order to get into condition. Now I will say that I have ample amounts of time. Time is very much on my side when it comes to this competitive season, which is fantastic. But I have to play that fine line that I know my body. I know my body, I'm one of them, I know my body. But I do, and my fullness will just run away from me and I won't be able to get it back, particularly my arms. Like if you look at my shots yesterday, I know I didn't train my arms, but to me I could still see they're extremely flat. But they're going to get flat first because they're my weaker body parts. So then when things like my traps, my chest start to get a little bit on the flatter side, that's then when it's like, okay, it's time to feed. Anyway, Lumi light on. We're getting back to check-ins, getting steps done before our morning coffee. Some peptides have been taken, some lipos have been taken. We're feeling good this morning, we've had a good sleep. So let's crack on with the day. So we went outside, we took some check-in shots. And I can confirm I am as flat as possibly can be, particularly through my arms. So yeah, we put high day in, 750 carb going in. We have spent the morning doing check-ins and making pre. Pre is in here, which is rice flour, honey, dates, blueberries, isolate, pink salt, low salt. That's it. And then we have got post in here, which is prawns, rice, dates, honey, peppers, and there's almond butter in the pre as well. And then we have got some sups to take pre and post, so glycotank, digestive enzymes. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up Amy. We've got back in arms today, and then we'll meet Tom there. And I'm very excited to see Tom's condition today and how we're looking at 4 weeks out. Right, let's go from relaxed. On the quads. Beautiful quads in. Obliques, abs. Good, there we go. Quads in. Front lat. That right quad. Side chest. Obliques, abs. Jesus. Lat spread. Crazy, Tom.
Better again, Tim.
Right trap down. Yeah. So as soon as I've seen you turn to the back and I've gone, oh, I'm looking for it in other shots, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just from the shoulder.
So, long day wrapped up. Megan, do you just wait for me to start filming and then you sing? Literally, the millisecond I started talking, you start singing, oh my God. Oh my God, Usher, Will I Am. Yeah. Anyway, long day done. Obviously, took a look over Tom, as you saw. Mental. Granite. Absolutely granite. I look okay. A little bit fuller than this morning for sure, which is good. But it was only after 2 meals this year. It's not going to do a lot, but definitely looking sharper. Still, this shoulder's just a fucker. Physio in for next Monday. It's the earliest that they can do, and it's really grating me. It's causing me so many issues with training and posing. So I need it fixed ASAP, but I have to wait until then. And then we dropped Amy off at the airport. So fantastic to have her over as always. You know, it's a pleasure to have clients travel from their country to yours, you know, fly overseas to come see you. And then we drove from Humberside Airport all the way to York train station to pick up Megan. Megan's home, which I'm very happy about because I missed her dearly. And so she's back now. She's in there watching YouTube. But yeah, we are going to wrap up the video here. I'm thinking we'll probably be having another high day tomorrow, so I reckon I'll just film tomorrow and do a full day of eating on a high day. Will I be in this beanie again? Probably so. But the time is... What? The beanie stinks, apparently. So yeah, guys, thank you as always for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. And as I promised, we will keep these coming. We're still X weeks out, not revealing the shows as of yet. But so far, so good. Everything's moving tremendously well. We're extremely responsive. And I think that for a good while, this is going to be the case with prep in terms of there probably being more in a surplus than deficit with keeping the body nice and fresh and responsive. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.